Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. And I've had a lot of people say, John, what about Barrick Gold? John, what about Barrick Gold? Right? So what about Barrick Gold? What's happening with Barrick Gold? I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go have a look at Barrick Gold. So first thing what we do is anytime I'm looking at the markets, I like to get a big picture view first. And then let's actually start to go down into a bit of a shorter term view. So firstly, let's actually bring up a chart where there's not much on it. Let's go to the weekly charts. And I want to squeeze my weekly charts up just a little bit. For the last 4 or 5 years, I want to get a bit of a view on where I can see some major trend lines that may be coming into play. So the first trend line I would draw from there to there, and it may even be from there to probably there from there, right? There from there. So we can see we've had this really support level through here and support level. So, but that's not really relevant to where the market is now. So let's just erase it all over the screen. Let me start again. And I'm going to draw this connector from there to there. And I'm going to see if I can, it's probably going to be somewhere around about there that I would say that I could use. Looking at that level there. So you have this support level here, and you did have a bit of a level through where it actually had bit of a support level through here as well too. It wasn't exactly right smack on. If I go to my daily charts here for a minute, actually you could see on the daily chart, see how the daily chart actually had a lot of support level through here. So that'll be a line that I definitely want to keep on there where it is right now when it comes to obviously Barrick Gold and what's going on right now. On the short term, on the next level here, guys, I can definitely see there's like a bit of a trend line coming down through here as well too. So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm trying to look at parameters. Okay, so whenever I'm doing analysis on stocks, I'm looking at major trend lines, not where I want to draw them, but where the market is definitely responding. So as you can see, if I'm looking at the market here, you can see how it's definitely bouncing off these levels through here. And this trend line that I drew up here, you got the resistance here, resistance here, resistance all through here as well too, right? So you got a lot of resistance all coming through here as well too, and then the market pulls, then the market's actually had a bit of a pullback. So you can see how the market's definitely respected on this big long-term level here. So when I'm looking at these big long-term charts, as you can see, there's nothing on the screen and there's black bars because the green and red bars are not the most important thing to me. The black bars and just having a good view of where are we right now in this scheme of things, like what's really going on here and what's really happening. We may even see something like this going on right now as well too, right? So if I squeeze this up a little bit more and then go from this level here to this level here, as you can see, actually we can see how that there's probably a bit of a level through there somewhere as well too. It's one of the reasons why we're probably through that there, right? So you have this support level here. You had a little bit of support level coming through here as well too, as you can see. All that support level through there, right? From there to there. And then we started getting a lot of bouncing from there to there. And then we're at that level of support right now, right? So we're definitely squeezing up into a bit of a triangle pattern here when it comes to Barrick Gold. So that'll be the sort of the levels I'm looking at to sort of keep an eye on of where things are and what's happening through here. If I go back to my daily chart now and I again squeeze it right up, I can definitely see that there's no one really in control on right now on Barrick Gold, right? We've had a move down, we've had a move up, we've had a move down. There's not much going on. What you would want to see for this thing to start to be in a really bullish territory is break above this high level through here. So that's what you want to see when it comes to Barrick Gold. There is a bit of a gap here that I would say that's probably going to be filled sometime soon. But again, for an investing reasons, there's nothing here to tell me to invest in this. I don't like this from even a trading point of view because it's not trading doesn't actually meet my pattern. But when it comes from a trading point of view, it's something that again, it doesn't meet my pattern, so I can't trade it, and it doesn't meet my overall standards when it comes to an investing opportunity. Even investing means it could be like even for the next 6 months. You know what I mean? So for me to start to become really bullish on this stock, I'd want to see this thing break above here because that's the key level that has been knocking it down ever since, as you can see. And it's interesting, isn't it? It's like this is where major trend lines really come into play. You've got the resistance here. Resistance. Look what happened. Ran back up, hit that resistance, and then came back down. So we want to see Barrick Gold really break above this resistance here. If we can start to see Barrick Gold do something like this, where we can start to see a bit of a breakout and then start to get back above these highs, this high here, because we've got this high and this high here, then come back down and create a higher low. If we can start to get something like that, then I see this is probably going to be then the start of this bull market. One of the most important things to me as a trader is I want to be conservative in my approaches. And what I mean by that is that I don't want to get in now and hope and pray it's going to go up. I want to be really, really confident, but also understand that I could be wrong, that we are now I'm now jumping on a good, strong momentum. And right now we could just do something like that. We could just drop straight down, right? We could just do something like that. So that's what I'm seeing when it comes to Barrick Gold. So yeah, I don't want to wait to there, but for an investing purposes, I want to start to see the new trend start to establish. And our new trend is what? If we've been doing nothing for a while and then it starts to break up higher low, higher high, breaking past previous lows, this is the point right here where we start a new upward trend. And then you're probably going to start to do something like this. Right? And then 12 months later, you're up here and you're like, oh my goodness, look at Barrick Gold. It's had a big move, right? Because where did it start? It started here. That's where the new trend started. So if we can get something like that happening right here when it comes to Barrick Gold, that's exactly what I personally will be looking for.